Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your reading for June 2022. Spirit, let's see what's going on for Taurus in the month of June. I hope it's all good, Taurus. I hope it is all fantastic. Oh, because I'm a Taurus rising, so it might affect me a little bit too. Let's see what's going on here. First card up we have is Justice. Then we have the Hierophant. And then we have the Queen of Swords. It's like Justice and Queen of Swords with that Hierophant right in the middle. It feels like, okay, how do I put this? I'm starting with the Hierophant card because it's flanked by two very Justice-y kind of cards. And this is in the middle, smack dab in the middle of June. So this is exactly what's going on. I'm feeling like you are, this came to me, so I have to say it. You're battling like authority, restrictions, red tape, bullshit, nonsense kind of stuff. It feels like you're really trying to make sense of what's going around. Like on around you. Let's go to the other cards. You're coming into the month saying, okay, I'm gonna sound like Lucy in the Charlie Brown Christmas special. No, not Lucy. Who is it? Sally, saying all I want is my fair share. Okay? All I want is my fair share. This is you coming into June because you're looking at these analogies that are coming to me. This big bad beast. There is something that is really holding you back. There's something that's holding you back and you're like, you know what? I'm not asking for the fucking universe. I just want my peace. That's all I want. Why can't I have it? It's that kind of energy. I know that might sound kind of strange, but if you're going through something like that and this resonates with you, double it down because I know there's going to be some of you going, I fucking got it. Yeah, I get it. That's exactly what's happening, whether it's work, relationships, health, doesn't matter, right? The potential outcome, Queen of Swords, is that things actually work out in your favor because the queens, in general, they're about, it's very divine feminine energy. So it's about creativity, it's about caring, it's about nurturing, all that kind of stuff. But the Queen of Swords, she's about truth. She's about justice. She's about intellect, ideas, planning, thought. This is the mom you don't want to lie to. Oh no, you don't want to lie to her because she's going to find out, and then B, she'll kick your ass. That's just the way it is. This woman is about the justice coming through. And so we're going to see what that might look like by the end of June. So we're gonna get our oracle cards. This is really interesting. Spirit, this stuff that you're going through, whatever this hold up red tape bullshit, it's like I don't usually get this kind of energy from the Hierophant card, but right now, and I think the Hierophant is Taurus, isn't it? Spirit, oh my God, I should double check that. I think it is. Oh my God. Are you your own worst enemy? Right? Spirit. No. Oh my God, it might be. Holy shit. I think this is more about you. Okay. I'm looking at the cards coming out. I'm all excited. I'm like, oh my God, I get it now. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my God, there's just so much coming at me right now, and I'm gonna be like motor mouth. Okay. The Justice card. We're gonna talk about that first. The two cards that came out, we have Inspiration, and then we have Marine Life, and this says Richness. So remember how I was saying, you're like, all I want is my fair share? This is telling me that that is not the attitude you want to bring into June. You want it all. You want it all, not from a perspective of being greedy, but it's almost like that Justice card energy was like, I just want I want my fair share, right? But this energy, I'm looking across all the cards on the board, this energy is feeling like you don't know what you're worth. You don't know what you're entitled to. You don't realize that you aren't asking for enough. You don't realize that you are entitled to more than you think you are. Okay? That's the richness card. It's like, honey, you don't settle for less, right? That's what I'm getting, because the potential is there for you to get what it is that you deserve. And this is in a positive way. If it was you're being an asshole and you get what you deserve because you lose your business, then I would tell you that, I'm Mama Bear. I love you and want you to be well, but I'll eat my young. Yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat. In this circumstance, no, like Mama Bear's fighting for you, man. No, you deserve and are entitled to more than you think you are. So I really need you to remember that as you're going through June, okay? Now I want to show you the cards that came out with the Hierophant. This has to do with you, okay? I think it's you and whatever nonsense bullshit's going on. Okay, let's take a look at the cards. We have Armadillo, can't even talk. Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries. I think that's part of what the structure, Hierophant, it's about structure and boundaries. I think you haven't been setting those healthy boundaries. And maybe this is where thoughts of your own or actions and influence in words from others are actually kind of clouding your judgment when you're looking at your own worth. That was a big one. Holy shit, man. Thanks, Spirit. I don't know where that came from. And then the second card is Full Moon in Pisces. It's balance, spirituality, and practicality. And that's the setting the healthy boundaries, right? You're a hard worker, Taurus. You're a hard worker. You know how to put in the hours and it doesn't faze you. You'll go for hours and days and days. You'll just keep going and going. And you'll give and you'll give and you'll give. And I think that's part of what the issue is. Whatever the situation is that, is coming into June, that's it. And I know sometimes this is hard for a Taurus, but you're going to have to pull back a little bit. You're going to have to set those boundaries because, and I hate saying stuff like this, but this Hierophant card, so the other, not the part of you, but whatever the person, situation, whatever it is, they will take full advantage, and they probably have been. And that's why you don't know your worth. It's like, I'll give you this analogy because I've been through this where, you have a job, say a 9 to 5, and I don't know, you work in an office, okay? Because this is an easy one to talk about. Doesn't matter what you do, but you work in an office environment. And so you're paid to work 40 hours a week, 8 hours a day. Well, being Taurus, you work more than that because you want to put in the extra work, the effort, whatever. And it's easy for you to take on extra work because you're a smart cookie. I know you are. So you take on this extra work and then, your boss is looking like, huh? Taurus is taking on a lot. Taurus works like crazy. Taurus comes in early. Taurus stays late. Taurus doesn't take a lunch. Taurus is working. Okay, we'll keep giving them more. We'll give Taurus more work to do because Taurus will do it. Taurus is happy to work. Totally happy to work. But guess what happens when you do that? Yeah, it feels good for you, but it's not an equal energy exchange. If the money that's given to you is to work for 40 hours, then you need to know that the hours you work above and beyond that, you should be compensated for. Otherwise, it's not an equal exchange, right? But Tauruses are inclined to do that too sometimes. Now, we like the money, don't get me wrong, but it's also just work and work ethics. Our nature is just to be that way. So this is where, you know, maybe you're now going to your, and this is the work office analogy, you're going to your boss saying, you know what, I put in a lot of time, I'd like to be compensated. And they're like, well, no, we didn't tell you to work. We're not making you work, right? So this is the shitty side of that Hierophant card going, well, fuck, really? Are you kidding me? Right? So that's the kind of energy we're sitting in right now, or you are sitting in, Taurus, right? When I say we, I'm just talking Taurus in general, right? It's about setting those boundaries. When we look at the Queen of Swords, so this is the outcome, right? Potential outcome. We have self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. And then we have Daisy, and this is be yourself. If you are in a situation where you're like, okay, so you know what? I'm a bookkeeper and I work for an accounting firm, and this is a situation. Let's see. Can I go out and be a bookkeeper on my own? Keep my own hours, charge my own money, whatever? Maybe that's what this is. The Queen of Swords is saying, you know how you get what you deserve? You just go get it yourself. You say, okay, bye-bye, boss. I'm quitting. I'm going to go open my own bookkeeping service. See you later. And your boss is like, what? What do you mean? Right? That's what the Queen of Swords energy is saying. It's like, if you have the means to be able to do this, like on your own, or make your own business or whatever, and I'm going with the business analogy, right? Work analogy, then do it. You have what you need. Oh, that could be fun. Okay, what do I want to look at? Do I want to look at this Hierophant stuff or the Queen of Swords? Oh, seriously. I'm looking at the Queen of Swords. Let's see what's possible. Spirit, possible outcome. It's about the outcome. What could happen? Where could you go with this? Because yeah, that whole Hierophant stuff, I'm not getting a warm and fuzzy feeling from it. Tell you that right now. Oh, this is good. This is really good. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm going to show you the cards and then we'll talk, and we're going to get some tarot to clarify a little more. The first, and we're talking, this is a Queen of Swords. This is a potential outcome. The first card up is Moon, and this is about darkness. And then we have New Moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. And then we have Apple, forbidden fruit. I think what's going to happen is the darkness part is you're actually, okay, we'll use this business analogy, this work analogy again. You're going to start like shit on the side. And I think what you might do, you might actually take some clients from your existing company. Or you may not take them. I shouldn't say it that way. It's more like they will follow you because they like you and they respect you. That's the new romantic cycle beginning. This is starting something totally new, totally fresh, and from a perspective of a really good relationship bond, right? So it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be, but it could be a work thing. And then the forbidden fruit, this is, okay, just something to be aware of. Let's say we use my bookkeeper analogy, right? And so you leave the company and start your own company. There could be some restrictions and legalities around like having the clients come with you, right? That's why it's forbidden fruit. It's like, you know what, when you got hired, did you sign a contract to say, you know, I won't be in contact with anyone for 12 months after I leave or whatever? Like sometimes there are stipulations like that. So just something to be mindful of, but I'm kind of chuckling because I'm like, whatever, you're going to be fine anyway. But yeah, if you want to start working on something, well, these all fell out. I'm going to take them. You want to start working on something on the side, just getting stuff set up for you to be able to go, see you later. Absolutely. I think that's a great idea. And look at the cards that came out for this. The Fool, the Eight of Wands, and the Four of Cups. The Fool, this is you starting something new. Eight of Wands, this is about communication. This is saying putting yourself out there. Okay, so you kind of want to keep it on the QT from the company you work for, right? But you can tell your clients, you can tell friends and family, you can tell everyone, say, listen, I'm going out on my own, whatever. I mean, again, be careful who you tell, especially if it's clients, because you don't want it getting back to the company, right? And then the Four of Cups, this is telling me that as you're doing this, if you decide to go on your own, what you're going to find is that you're feeling like so much self-satisfaction in two things. Knowing that you have the potential to do this on your own. You can actually do this. You see that you're starting to line up clients and everything, and stuff's coming together. And that you feel even better than you thought you would doing this yourself as opposed to working for someone else. A very cool energy. I love that. Spirit. So we're going to get you some advice cards to see what you might want to know, Spirit, as you go through the month of June. But this is good. This is really good. There's so much potential, but whatever that that Hierophant bit is, like I said, part of it, it's a little bit you, and that's setting the boundaries, but there's some really crappy energy there. So yeah, ditch that. We don't want to take any of that. All right. So advice cards. The first one up is protection. Finding what's important. Then we have Bee Spirit. Sweet results await. Love it. And then we have 7 deadly sins. Humanity's destructive traits. Interesting. And I think that goes hand in hand with the protection card, right? So protection and deadly sins. What this is saying is, remember how I said you got to be careful with the forbidden fruit thing, right? This is saying that as long as you are above board, as long as you are not dishonest, as long as you're not tap dancing on the, almost illegal line. And I'm not saying you're going to go rob a bank, but like breaking a contract kind of stuff, right? There are some things that you might be tempted to do. And I would say restrain yourself. Okay. That's advice to keep in mind as you go through June, because sweet results await. You've got some really good stuff coming out on the other side of June, should you play your cards well. So I'm loving this. Like, I'm really loving this. It's such a good reading. I'd love for you to let me know what's going on with this and what happens. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. It does help my channel grow. And yeah, I want to get to 1,000 subscribers, because then YouTube lets me do a bunch of other stuff, which is really cool, which means I can pass it on to you. And that's always a good thing. So we're going to leave it there. Good luck with everything in June. And until I see you next time, much love and light, health and wellness, peace and prosperity. Take care, Taurus. Bye.